There's something undeniably special about having a girl dog in your life. They bring this unique charm and quirkiness that just makes every day feel like an adventure. Today, I want to share with you 10 bizarre things that only girl dogs do for you. Trust me, if you're a dog owner or considering becoming one, this will resonate with you on so many levels. First off, let's talk about the way they greet you. You walk through the door, and if you have a girl dog, she's probably doing this little wiggle dance, right? It's like she's trying to communicate in her own little language. But here's the bizarre part. She might bring you her favorite toy, but not just any toy. No, it has to be the one that's the most embarrassing or the most ridiculous. That squeaky rubber chicken or that stuffed unicorn that's seen better days. It's like she's saying, "Welcome home, here's my prized possession, and let's make sure everyone knows how silly I am." 8. Then there's the way they talk to you. If you've ever heard a girl dog howl or make those weird little noises, you know what I mean. It's not just barking, it's like they're trying to engage in a full-on conversation. You might find yourself having a back-and-forth dialogue, and honestly, it's bizarre but also incredibly relatable. You start to wonder if she understands every word you say. And let's face it, you might even find yourself talking back in a silly voice, trying to match her enthusiasm. Now, let's get into the grooming habits. You ever notice how girl dogs tend to groom themselves like they're preparing for a fashion show? They'll spend an eternity licking their paws or fluffing up their fur, almost as if they're saying, "I need to look perfect for my next Instagram photo." And the best part? They'll often turn their attention to you too. You're sitting there, minding your own business, and suddenly, she's giving you a little lick on the cheek. It's bizarre, but it's her way of saying, "You're part of my pack, and we need to look fabulous together." Speaking of bizarre habits, have you ever caught your girl dog staring at you in the most intense way? It's like she's trying to read your mind or predict your next move. You could be sitting on the couch, and she's just there, eyes locked on you, tail wagging ever so slightly. It's both adorable and a little unsettling. You start to think, "What do you want from me? Are you judging my life choices?" But deep down, you know she's just being her quirky self, filled with love and curiosity. And let's not forget about the way they claim their territory. You might have noticed that girl dogs have this unique way of marking their spot. It's not just about sniffing around. It's like they're leaving their signature everywhere they go. You could be on a walk, and suddenly, she's stopping to check in on every tree, bush, or fire hydrant. It's like she's saying, "This is mine, and I'm going to let everyone know." It's bizarre but also a little empowering to see her take such ownership of her world. Now, let's talk about the obsession with shoes. If you own a girl dog, chances are she has a fascination with your footwear. You leave your shoes out for just a second, and suddenly they're her new favorite chew toy. It's like she's thinking, "These smell like my human. I must protect them." Or maybe she just wants to add a little flair to her collection. Either way, it's bizarre how they can turn something as mundane as a shoe into an object of pure joy. And have you ever noticed how girl dogs can be the ultimate cuddle monsters? It's almost like they have a sixth sense for when you're feeling down. You could be having the worst day ever, and out of nowhere, she's right there, snuggling up to you, giving you those big puppy sighs. It's bizarre how they seem to know exactly when you need some love and support. You could be crying over a breakup, or just feeling a little off, and she's there, offering her warmth and comfort without saying a word. It's a reminder that sometimes, the best therapy comes in the form of a wagging tail and a wet nose. Let's not forget about the zoomies. Oh, the zoomies! There's something so bizarre yet entertaining about watching a girl dog go from 0 to 100 in seconds. One moment she's lounging around, and the next, she's sprinting through the house like a maniac, jumping over furniture, and doing laps around the yard. It's like she's channeling her inner race car driver, and you can't help but laugh. It's a reminder to let loose and embrace the silliness in life, even if it means running in circles for no apparent reason. And lastly, there's the way they love to bring you gifts. You might find her proudly trotting towards you with something she found outside. It could be a stick, a rock, or even the most random piece of trash. She's so proud, almost as if she's saying, "Look what I found for you." It's bizarre because you're left wondering what goes through her mind. Does she think you need a stick to complete your day? But in that moment, you realize it's her way of expressing love and sharing her world with you. So, there you have it. 10 bizarre things that only girl dogs do for you. They bring joy, laughter, and a whole lot of love into our lives in the most unexpected ways. If you have a girl dog, you probably relate to all of this. And if you don't, maybe it's time to consider adding one to your family. Trust me, life with a girl dog is never dull.